There's a lot going on in nature that we often miss when we're busy and moving around. So today we're going to talk about the sit spot routine, which at Earth Roots we also call quiet sit. And the sit spot routine is the practice of observing, also called the art of observation. And the art of observation is when you expand your senses to take in more information about what's going on around you. For instance, when you walk into a natural area, you might disturb the birds and other wildlife that were there before you arrived. And when you do a quiet sit, you calm your body, and the wildlife around you senses the presence of calmness and then returns to doing what they were doing before the disturbance. And once they're doing what they were doing before, you then have the opportunity to see, hear, and experience what it is that wildlife does when you're not around. Looking for a sit spot, there's a few things you want to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you pick a place that's close to where you live so that you can return often and notice that same place in different times of day and night, different seasons, and different weather. You want to pick a spot that's safe. You want to pick a spot that's comfortable to be in so that it has shade or sun depending on the weather, and also that you wear appropriate clothing so that you can be comfortable sitting for 5 minutes or more to really get into that sit spot routine. You'll want to find a place that has good habitat for animals. So either close to shelter for animals, which could be as simple as a bush or a tree, or more elaborate. You want to find a place that's close to a food source or a water source. And also, when you go to your sit spot, you want to make sure that you are not distracted. So I leave my cell phone at home, and any other technology would really get in the way of fully experiencing what's happening around you. Sometimes I bring a nature journal, but I set it down for the first 5 minutes so that I can really get into that calm place of observation, and then I'll pick it up to do my note-taking or do some sketches. So once you're in your sit spot routine, you'll want to open up your senses, and that will be your sense of sight, hearing, really listening for what's going on around you. You'll touch what's next to you on the ground, or if you're next to a tree or other surface, really experience what that is. Also expand your sense of smell so that you can just notice more and take it all in. And before we go out into our sit spot at Earth Roots, we sing a poem to help remind us what we're doing at our quiet sit. So please learn this poem and take it with you to your sit spot. Sitting, sitting, quietly, I wonder what I may see, what sounds and smells the wind may bring. I try to notice everything. Breathing, breathing, calm and slow, I let myself get in the flow of what is happening in this place when I keep a slower pace. Have a great sit spot.